All right. Hello, chat. I'm here. I'm ready. I don't have my headphones on. Hold on. Oh, of course. There we are. The song was transitioning right as I put the headphones on. But anyway, we're back. Hold on. My earbuds are still connected to my phone. The music did not stop playing. My earbuds do that now. I don't know why they've started just not turning off automatically, like when I take them out, but they really haven't been. Technically, it's a circular sector, not a triangle. How many edges does it have? I'm going back to my geometry class with this one. How many edges does that circular sector have? And there it goes. My guitar nail just broke on the energy drink. Well, that's a good sign for how my ranked matches are gonna go. Anyway, hello. Who's ready for some great PvP action where there will definitely not be any dual Zimmermans or what else? Dual Vientos? No double giant laser cannons. There will definitely not be any of that. Not one bit of it. This jacket's kind of big for sitting in the chair. I just had it on generally. I was up and around, and now I'm just like, whoa. This is a lot to be sitting here with. Is it just because I'm tabbed out? Here, I can probably kill the music at this point too. Ooh, by the way, just random thing. Those of you who have been here the last few days, you will know we have been waiting on this new mic filter to come in for me because I got a new mic arm and my old pop filter did not fit it. So I was kind of just rocking without a pop filter for a bit there. But the new one finally came in. It's on. There shouldn't be any like granted they were rare to begin with, but there should now be no like hard breathing sounds or plosives or anything like that. We should be totally good. Climbing to S rank, metaless. I might go meta though. I might have to use the meta to destroy the meta. Also, what do you mean looking like a freshman? What do you mean by that? It's not a Letterman jacket. It is, it's actually a dope, it is the most expensive piece of clothing that I own. It's a very sweet Astro Boy jacket. It's really, really, it's nice for winter. It's great for winter, actually. Actually, okay. It's great for, like, winter, the way that Minnesota winter has been this year. Where, like, it's been cold, but it hasn't been Minnesota winter this year. Like, I just looked. It's -4 Celsius right now. So, like, it's cold, but it's not, like, cold. I've messed with the shoulder weapon on this thing a lot. I've messed with it a lot. I was doing the bullet orbit on the, when we did mess around with the Vientos a little bit, I tried the bullet orbit and I liked it there enough that I might want to try it on Rebel on the non, or on one of the non-meta setups. Cause other than that, it's like, as far as the needle launcher goes, like we have stun punish already. This thing is really good, but I feel like as I keep getting higher, less people are getting caught out by this thing. Although, actually, you know what? Let me just throw that on and see what happens. I'm gonna go with that. Because it's been a couple weeks since we even did PvP at all. Since we last hopped on to try to grind it out. So maybe a lot of that stiffer competition has moved up and I might be able to get away with the javelin a little earlier on. But hello, Gustavo, Dreammaster, Tass, Rymus. Sorry, I forgot to read through everyone's names. Grim Reaper, welcome. It just stole my mouse. Thank you for giving it back. As soon as it connected to the match, it like took away my mouse cursor and snuck it into the game again. I don't remember exactly how much this thing is, because when I say it's my most expensive item of clothing, it's true. It's definitely true. But like, I don't normally buy any expensive clothing. So it's not like, it's not saying a whole lot, right? It's pretty easy to be the most expensive item of clothing in my closet. It's $100-some. I just don't remember how much. I could look. I could find it. It's a really sweet jacket. This is a very chill first match. Like, very chill. Oh, that's bullshit. This guy, I respect what he's doing. It's not a great build. Toxic cesspool of tanks and rats. Worst mistake I made. Man, my goal with it is to get there, and then I'm out. Like, I'm good. Once I'm there, I don't need to, like, you know, be high on the leaderboard or anything, or keep playing in ranked. You know, we've got, like, casual matches. We don't have, like, a casual matchmaking, which would be really nice, but, like, PvP is playable outside of the ranked playlist, so once I'm there, I'll just take it, and I will be done. But hello, 9ball. Whoa. I just want to get in there to prove to myself that I can do it. Hopefully without giving into the meta. Like, I've messed with it a little bit, but it's just not as fun, like, genuinely, as running stuff like this. Oh, no. Okay, we're fine. I was like, he might grab the round from me. Goal, get the fuck out of C rank. It's true. That last stream, like a couple weeks ago, was just me being stuck at the top of C rank and continuously losing my placements. Vientos are at least acceptable. No, they're not. I've messed with them a little bit. I've also relented and tried them, but I refuse to say they're acceptable. Hold on, let me see if I can find this exact jacket. It shouldn't be that hard. I'm gonna try to find it between matches to answer the question. Because now even I'm like, I don't remember how much this thing costs. And I feel like I should, because I know for a fact that it is the most expensive thing in my closet. Also, if you're enjoying the stream, feel free to leave a like. Smiley face. Leave a like for no hard meta. What does this guy have? Are those what I think those are? Did I see what I think I just saw? I definitely did. This is gonna be a fun one. At least it's a relatively smart Zim setup. Oh, he has it too. Shit. That makes sense. It's Jover. It's never Jover till it's Jover. But outlook, not so good. Shit. That was my fault. Chole was stuck at C, so imagine when he gets there. Okay, look, I was stuck at C because, like, the entire last stream was dual laser cannons and vientos. Like, I could not come up against anything else last stream. And the fact that, you know, like, every other build at least starts to be hard meta as low as, like, C rank is really sad. Like, I expected that to be a problem for this game as soon as they announced ranked, right? Like, we all kind of knew it would be a problem in high ranks. But for it to be a problem at such low ranks is crazy. He didn't take that punish. Did he forget that I used my assault armor? Because that could have been huge for him. Like, that could have just immediately turned the round in his favor. Which, granted, he has the better build in terms of just one-to-one, like trading blows sort of thing, but AP advantage is a real thing. Is 9-Ball just another Rick James Coke reference? No, 9-Ball is an Armored Core reference. Some OG shit. Me pulling up to S rank in Loader 4. Man, has anyone tried that yet? Has anyone, any Armored Core creators, like, been working on that video? That would be such a good video. Like, that is a golden idea that I'm surprised I haven't heard even, like, mentioned up till just now. I scared him off. Thankfully. I also got my AP advantage back, which is huge. Okay, yeah, he's distracted enough that he's not dodging the javelin. So I feel good about throwing it back on just to try it. See, it's never Jover till it's over. Or Jover, sorry. I get angry when I see Loader 4 tanks in S rank and A rank. Please at least name the thing. I honestly did not name my ACs properly until ranked came out. Like, now I'm doing it because it displays my name, right? But here, like, you see how it's got like the name on like the label? What is it actually called? It says like, yeah, the data name and the AC name. I always had like the data names in there, but I never had the actual AC name in there. Until ranked came out, and I was like, okay, if I'm gonna be, you know, playing this much PvP against other people, I've got to name it properly just so they see the name, right? Hello, Unicorn. How's it going? Like, I named them so that I would know what they were. And they were, like, named. Like, I'd come up with a name for them, but I just never actually put it in, like, the proper way. Am I gonna play the new Prince of Persia? I actually do plan on it, maybe. Like, unless it comes out and people are a lot more lukewarm on it, this is gonna be hellish. But from what I've seen, it actually looks really good. AC2 was my first. The memories. Hello, Danny. Welcome. Appreciate it. Okay, he's coming in a little more hot than the last guy, which might actually work in my favor. The last guy had his range covered, which made it harder to fight against. This guy might be easier to deal with. Because, like, I don't have long range, but I can outrange him. But he out APs me. See, that was not me being smart. Ow. Come in for it. That's right. Shit. of course you have pulse armor. Yeah, like, I'm not a long-range build by any means, but I do have range advantage on him. So the fact that he's purely close range will actually work in my favor long-term. Like that. Honestly, out of all the hard metas, I think Zims might ironically be the most honorable currently, because after the nerfs, like, they're not as good as Vientos are, like Viento melee punish. They're weaker than that. We do know how to counter them because they've been around for so long. Like, people have been abusing dual Zim for a long time. People are just used to it by now. They play so close range most of the time that they can be pretty easy to outmaneuver, even on just like a mid-range build. They're not like instant game end damage nukes like the laser cannons. The laser cannons, I would have to say, are the worst offenders currently. The dual shoulder laser cannons have to be the least honorable of the meta builds. If I had to pick one, it would be those. Because, like, the game's netcode just literally gives free shots with them. So, I'll be well on the other side of my screen from the actual blast and just get hit for, like, 4,000 AP. So bullshit. They've got to be the worst right now, right? I think gutting heavyweights would make the environment healthier with some Viento nerfs. There are definitely a lot of... I've been saying, especially with Ranked now, like I said it months ago, but especially since Ranked came out, I'm like, why did we not do the Elden Ring thing where PvP and PvE are balanced separately? Like, why are we using the same values for everything across both? Because they learned that lesson with Elden Ring. And like, Elden Ring PvP at launch was a shit show balance-wise. Now it's super healthy. But this game, they just went straight back to like, yep, everything is balanced the same across both modes of play. Oh, that's interesting. Needle launcher? What? What are you? So far, being on a 3-win streak with no losses for the day on Rebel, having come up against 2 meta builds in those 3 matches, I'm feeling pretty all right. Feeling certainly a lot better than I did a couple weeks ago, the last time we streamed Ranked. Oh, he's got 2 needle launchers. Okay. I couldn't see his other shoulder clearly enough to know what it was. All right, I respect this build. Ooh, that hurts a lot. I always forget how actually good those are. Oh, don't you do that now. No, no, no. Come on, give it to me first. Ooh, okay. I run a single energy cannon. That thing is absurdly hard to land. Is it one of the small ones or one of the really big ones? Because there's definitely a difference. I tried the smaller shoulder cannons, and they're not as crazy. The bigger ones, just because the beam is so much wider, if you get a match that even has like a little bit of lag in it, you'll get a lot of free hits. But also, like, connection is a big factor with it. It's not as obscenely broken. Like, if it's a bad connection match, that's when the problems come out. Because, like, the beam is very dodgeable, but it's the desync in the game that makes it, like, free hit territory, you know? The new one is horrifying. Yeah. a lot of the balance problems I talked about last time as well are weirdly coming from the netcode problems right now, outside of just like Viento Stagger having no real counter other than being a tank, I guess. Or like, yeah, no, that's honestly, like, a lot of the problems are coming from netcode right now. A lot of things would be way easier to deal with if the desync was not as bad as it is. Sadly. But like, it's FromSoftware. They've never had good netcode. They've been doing multiplayer stuff for almost 20 years now, and they've never been known to have good netcode in a single game of theirs. Like, it's just not something they have, historically at least. I've used missiles to bait people into my shot. Ooh, interesting. Sundowner's voice. I mean, I have a good excuse. I was about to say I need to play Metal Gear Rising again, because I did play it once, like, 3 years ago. So I would play it again, but I'm literally in the middle of doing the Metal Gear reviews right now. So like, if I'm just patient, like, I'll get to play it again in a couple months anyway. Quad leg Zims are interesting. Oh, I wasn't properly locked on. This is the new lightweight quad, right? Oh. Oh, what are you? Oh, you're kind of weird and kind of wacky, and I kind of like it. Oh, okay. No terminal? What did he have? It looks quite interesting to play that way. Yeah, at first I was very confused, but then I saw him playing and I was like, ooh. I just like seeing stuff that I haven't seen before. I feel like I'm always biased to tell, or, you know, I was gonna say to tell people, it's not like they can hear me, but to say that I like people's builds if it's just something I haven't seen other people doing yet. So this is kind of interesting to me. Where he's like using the needle launchers, and he's got the lightweight quad legs that he can zip around but fully move while firing those. And he's got Zims for if I try to push him too hard, or obviously to bait Stagger out as well for the needle launchers. Like, I kind of like what he's doing here, especially because I haven't seen other players do it. Ooh. He who assault armors first and all that. Speaking of, did I say hello to Waffle? And Melty. Hello. Kojima's DMC game. It's a great game. Like, that's the only Metal Gear game I played before, and I really liked it. I don't know how my opinion might change going into it after having played the rest of them, because it's going to be like near the end of the review series, right? Since I do release order for stuff. But I really liked it when I played it. All right. I got 6 chances to win 3 matches, and so far I'm on like, what, a 4 win streak? A 4 or a 5, actually. Looks a lot less sweaty pretty fast. It does. It almost makes me glad that I took a couple weeks. Because the last time I played, C rank, like the top end of C rank, was just a shit show. Like, it was all hard meta, all ultra sweaty. Whoa. What the hell are you? I mean, it's dual Zims, but interesting. S rank promos need 8 wins out of 10. We get there when we get there. What are you? See, this is the Zim build that I fear. The Zim build where they also have long range, like, poke damage covered. Like, that second one that I got earlier was a very not smart Zimmerman build. where he only had close range stuff. But this one will put the fear of God in ya. I hit one. Okay. I don't know why he didn't go in on it. He must have been reloading both of them. There's no reason he wouldn't have fired there, right? Also, does he have terminal? No? Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay, so this one is like properly meta. The shield is... This is a very balanced build, weirdly. Like, when I see a Zimmerman build, I get ready for them to like rush me down. But this is like the sophisticated, balanced Zim build I see. Man, he went for the kick though. Yikes. Yikes. Is he? He's gonna make me go to him. Oh no, he's coming. He was letting his ACS go down, I bet. No, he does seem like he's just kind of trying to poke for the free win. He's not giving me any chances. Honestly, he still managed way better when he flew in. What even is a square pizza? Like a deep dish or like a Detroit style or something like that? But hello, Halen. Oh, he was upper end of B. I didn't even notice when we were loading in. I was too focused on looking at his setup. So that's like, that is a meta Zim build. Just having all the bases covered. Like he had a little defense, a little long range. Sorry, hiccup. A little long range, a little close range. He was all around. School lunch. Well, school lunch could have squares, depending on where you went to school. When I think school lunch pizza, I think like cardboard box. But, ooh, A rank in what's it called? Threes? Triples? Trios? I forget what they called it. What's the actual teams? I think it's teams. I think they say singles and teams. Yeah. It's been 2 weeks. Cut me some slack here. It's been a couple weeks. All right. Oh. I see that. I didn't even... Oh, wow. Okay. I see. Okay, number one priority. Do not get staggered. Thank you, Desync. Thank you. This is what happened last stream as well. I would get up to the placements and then shit would hit the fan. And then things would be chill for a bit. Would get back and then boom. Oh my God. Those missiles are really good. Maybe I should rock those. Ha 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 ha. Much better start for me this time. Okay. We might be fine. No, we're not fine. Oh, fuck me. I mean, what? YouTube? I didn't hear anything. What? Did he shoot me through the building? Wait. Okay, so there's like the garage, the little part of the garage that's open. Can you actually shoot through that? Time to turn around and run away until your meter resets. See, you're probably right, to be honest. When I'm playing against something like that, you're probably right. I don't know if I love the idea of the playstyle, but it's definitely the safe way to do it. Like, just watch for when it starts to, you know, get a little risky on the ACS, and then just call it, you know, peace out for a minute, come back. I'm not sure I love the idea, but it's probably the way to go. What do we got? I like this guy. Okay. See this guy? He has what we call a Giga Chad build. How's the weather? The weather's pretty nice considering it's January in Minnesota. We could definitely, for my taste in winter weather, it could be a little colder, but it's also nice. Like when it's winter here, I want it to be like winter here. So, like, I looked earlier right at the start. It's like -4 Celsius, which for freedom units, it's, I don't know, like 26 or something like that out today. So, like, it's cold. It's not like it's cold, but it's chilly. It's enough for me to have a jacket on, you know. Shit. Hold on. Okay, we're fine. Police car looking thing. Sounds cold. For here, it's normally a lot colder in January. Normally January is like our really brutal month. It's raining in winter here. Can you imagine? Bro, I can. We had a ton of rain like last week because it got up to like the mid-30s. And then there was like a big storm front that came through, right? So it was all rain, and it was gross because like it melted down all the snow, and it was really yucky. It was really, really unpleasant rain. If you cut a strip out of the middle of pizza. I'm surprised by the amount of people who are unfamiliar with a square pizza in chat today. Is it just some weird portions of like the US that do their pizzas in that style? Like, is that not really much of a thing outside of here? I thought that was a pretty standard thing. Haha! Triumphant. Currently in C. Maybe I'll reach B before the end of the night. I'm doing placements for C right now. So I feel all of the C rank pain. Feels like I'm right on like... I'm like standing at the entrance of hard meta hell. Is kind of how it feels. Like I can see how... It's already like kind of bad here, but you know, it's not like awful in terms of too many people doing hard meta or anything. But I can see that it's only going to get worse the higher up we get. I'm kind of like staring into the mouth of it in a way. Like, who knows what I'm going to get here? You know, like that last match, the guy wasn't doing hard meta. So this time he'll probably Vientos. Yeah. Yeah. The flyover states are strange. I don't know why, like, Michigan and Chicago. Illinois. It is a Chicago style pizza, but because I said Michigan for the Detroit style, I got to at least. Come in for it. Yeah, thank you, bitch. I knew he had it too. As soon as I saw it start up. Ah, okay. Assault boosting away it is. I've had square pizza before in the UK. Okay. So it's not just us, but it's definitely weird places. Who's ready for more UK slander today? Where's Jess or Tom? I feel like I get away with it more easily when the British mods are here, at least. Otherwise, it feels out of pocket. Who needs Vientos? What do I think is good meta? Definitely like tanks with the new laser cannons. A stagger melee punish build using like dual Vientos. Dual Zims, as long as you have like your long range capabilities covered with like shoulder weapons. Because if you're all in on close range on Zims, then it's not very good. To be honest, like if you're not well-rounded enough to be able to like play a match against anything, you're gonna suffer a lot as soon as you come up against anything that's not just close range. But I came up against a couple of like really well-balanced Zimmerman builds earlier that were honestly really good. There's actually like, there's a handful of options if you do want to go hard meta. I'm trying my best. I almost had him. To avoid it, I was that close to having him. That was whoever won that won. Shit, what a choke. Slander away. I need one of the British mods here so that it doesn't feel as bad. I just had to say who needs Vientos in the last round. I just had to go and say it. As soon as I opened my big mouth. But yeah, I like playing around with just... And honestly, if you find a build that you like and it's not terrible, you'll be fine. Like, the meta builds will have distinct advantages over you for sure, like they do against me right now. But you can fare really well. It's the same guy this time. I know how you play. I almost had you last match. I have you this match. Right? Surely. Surely I have him this time. No way I don't. What? Shit, he didn't go in for it. He knows. He learned his lesson last time. He's going to stagger me again. Shit, 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 shit. God damn it. Okay, yeah, they stagger fast. Oh, pain. Pain. Oh, maybe I should slow down on the caffeine. Oh, okay. What are the odds that as soon as we load back in... Oh no, I'm not staggered. Okay. I was like, I'm gonna be staggered with like a few thousand AP missing. He'd hit me right back. Bastard! That was my mistake. I threw. I actually threw there. That is painful to have done. The desync is insane on this match though. That is actually crazy that all of that hit me. Like, he wasn't even facing me on my screen. That was insane. FromSoft, please. It's now impossible to get promoted. Well, boys, we stay in C ranks a little longer. It's okay, I can win the next 3 and then we're good. Hold on, give me my mouse. Damn, 100% triangles, as it should be. Absolutely as it should be. But I didn't expect, like, I never expect 100% to 0% on question of the day. You know why? Because it doesn't happen. Except for today, where apparently 100% of people, this is a very real metric, indicative of the entire population, prefer their pizza to be cut into triangles as opposed to squares. I could maybe throw a stagger weapon on in one hand. I don't know if I would want to go like hard stagger, but maybe... Oh, he's gonna have, yeah, that was, again, I shouldn't assume that they have like pulse armor or something. Because at that point, I'm just throwing a 50-50 pretty much. Which is really stupid of me. Like, I don't know why I always just assume that they have pulse armor. This is a bad round, for sure. Oh, so close. It was looking doable. Those other needle pistols? What other needle pistols? There's needle pistols that... Wait, do you mean like the electric stun pistols? Or do you mean there's another set of needle pistols? My generator was burned. Like, I'm using coral generator, but just really unfortunate timing on that. He caught me in like that tiny window where I couldn't dash out. Which is a very small window most of the time. The shoulder mounted spike launcher, it's really good for a punish tool. I've played with it a little bit, and I kept trying to, like, you know, land pokes with it pretty much. But chat was filling me in, and I was playing around with it, and it's definitely, wow. Wow. It's definitely best used as a weapon to punish stagger, in my opinion. Which, to be fair, I don't play a ton of PvP on Armored Core 6. So, my opinion, you probably shouldn't put too much value in it, but that's definitely how I feel about it. More likely to be crustless centerpieces? Oh, yeah. There's like always, well, almost always crustless centerpieces in like a square pizza. Yeah, I think the shoulder needle launcher is good. For me, I really like carrying a melee weapon, particularly my baby. Oh, I just accidentally removed it. I was just trying to play the preview video, but I tend to forget how these menus work, so ignore me. My personal favorite is Redshift. I just love using this thing. It looks cool. It feels good. I'm a really big fan of it. So I always take this as my punish tool over like the needle launchers, but they're very good. I'm almost considering like, I don't know, maybe a machine gun of some sort in one hand and just keep an Etsugen in the other to play around with like my arm units a little bit. quad pulse weapon build just because funny bubbles. No, it's not. It's not a good enough reason. It's a valid reason, but yeah, were we talking about this with the other pistols? Just the stun gun? Maybe one of these could do me some good. It's lighter, my speed goes up using one of these, which is definitely not something to ignore. I'll think about it. I'm gonna just keep running with this, I think, for a minute and see. Because, like, I was really thinking about messing with it a bit, but then I won that match against Vientos. So, like, I don't think I need to change at least yet. It does feel like this is a setup that's like, as long as I play well, I'll do fine. Now, that obviously comes down to a bit of an issue a lot of the time, because I have a skill issue, but it does feel like I can use this. Oh, it's this guy again. I like what he's doing. It's cool. This is a neat build. A goofy ass stun gun build to show. Oh, you do. You don't say. I like this guy's setup. Like, it's got a little bit of meta DNA, but he's doing his own thing with it. And I respect it. I don't necessarily respect the dual Zims part of it, but I respect the uniqueness of his build. Oh. See, now why did I take damage and he didn't? I swear the whole like assault armor countering system has never made sense to me, because it just seems like it's weirdly inconsistent. It might be like a netcode problem, I don't know. But he assault armored first. I took his damage. He did not take my damage. Sometimes I just don't get it. Respect you, not your guns. Yeah, a little bit. I respect that he's running the needle launchers with it. And he's kind of like using those with the mobility that he gets from the lightweight quads. Like, I do respect a lot of what he's doing here. I just wish he wasn't doing it with the Zims, is all. Like, pick up the Etsugens like a real Giga Chad. I'm telling you, man. I know you can hear me. You'll never regret it. You'll get the best looking forearms you've had in your life using these for hours a day. Trust me. I speak from experience. My forearms have never looked better than right after doing all 3 endings of the game while using the Etsugens for like 80% of that total playtime. That's a beauty. That's what we love to see from Redshift Etsugens. See, when it works, it's really a beautiful thing, right? Like, when I get those big outplay rounds, it's a setup that it can be beautiful. Because, you know, that was against double Zimmies. Granted, it wasn't like hard meta double Zimmies, but it was double Zimmies. Regardless. With a good stagger punish. I had, like, what I would say is an objectively worse setup. But he just had like a weird, I don't know. His frame parts are not synergizing with his weapons, but weapons wise, I had worse weapons. That's definitely accurate to say. Maybe not the build overall, because he's got some weird stuff going on that I respect. It's just a little weird. Oh, it's a neat looking build. Ludlows. Ludlows, if you ask me, are one of the Giga Chad weapons. They are among the S tier on the Chad tier list. They're not maybe as high on the S tier. Maybe they're A tier on the Chad tier list. Okay, maybe they're not S, to be honest. Now that I'm really thinking about it, they might not be quite S rank. Because you know what's like S rank on the Giga Chad tier list is like the Turner. The Curtis. Those are real Giga Chad weapons. If you see someone running those, it's a coin toss between this person has no idea how to play the game or this person is like one of the greatest players I will ever have the opportunity of going up against. And you never know until you actually get in. Sometimes it's just impossible to tell. I'm just gonna close this one out, get back to promotion matches. Hopefully actually make it into B rank. This will be what, like my 5th or maybe even 6th round of promotion matches? Okay, he knows. He knows. I can't, if we go to 3rd round, I can't just immediately pop it. He's gonna stagger me. Shit, we gotta move! Bad time to run out of energy. I kind of threw with that. That was really painful to sit through. Trust me, however painful it was to watch it, way worse for me. Knowing that you all just watched it. Oh no, oh, it despawned right on me. Is that a draw? Oh my God, it was my round. Are you kidding me? I thought it was a draw for a second. I got him just before we take those. Especially because I threw so hard. What a turnaround on that. We definitely take those. And now I'm gonna go on like 3 losses in a row. That seems to be the pattern. I get a win streak and I easily get up to promotions. Awkward situation, that was me? Was that actually you? Could you imagine he's got me on like the 2nd monitor or in the background and he's just playing and then his opponent does the dumbest shit. I'm just saying, like, if you didn't recognize that it was me, because you probably immediately recognized the build, but assuming it's like, imagine this scenario, you're just playing, you have no idea. I'm talking about your weapon and you're like, yeah, that's me, Giga Chad build. You know how it is. And then I start talking about how I just threw super hard after you get like a free few thousand AP on me because I made a dumb mistake. And that's when it clicks. I think that's the first time I've played someone who's been in chat. I got a comment on one of the VODs of someone who saw themselves in the VOD. Like they didn't know that they were playing me at the time, but then when they were watching the stream like after it happened because they missed it, they were like, oh my God, that was me. But I haven't had someone be like, oh yeah, that was me while live. That was well played, though. I'm shocked that I managed to pull that 2nd round out of my ass. I seriously thought that you had it. I really thought that you had it. Why is it awkward, though? Because if it was awkward, I might have missed something while my back was turned. Like, if you did make a mistake or something that you're saying is awkward, then just know that I didn't see a goddamn thing. Beautiful. Oh my god. No, Redshift is on overheat. I just whiffed again. And he took the first round. Oh my god, he has terminal. I'm out of... Fuck! What? What, YouTube? Hello, Reforged. I play so energy heavy. I play so... Like, because I have Coral Generator, right? So I burn it. Like, I just spam the shit out of my generator, but then I tend to get into an instance where I really need to have energy and I'm out. Or very close to it, at least. If you just entirely roasted some guy's build who was watching. I'm surprised that I've even had those instances at all. Like, I guess, you know, the Armored Core PvP community is smaller than, like, multiplayer games that I've played in the past. You know, talking about games on the scale of, like, I don't know, Counter-Strike. Right? Like, games that just have such an insanely large player population that would never happen to me. So it's been weird to have it happen in Armored Core. One of my streamer friends, when I told her that I was going to be doing the ranked mode, like before it came out, when they dropped the trailer, she was like, are you going to be streaming it? Because you probably should. And I was like, yeah, I was planning on it. And she was like, you're gonna have people like recognize you on the game. You should probably change your Steam name. Because, you know. Oh, see, I did the thing that I said earlier that I shouldn't do, and it cost me the round. Because, you know, my Steam name is Balls. If you don't know the lore, and if you haven't noticed it, I don't know if it says it in-game anywhere, though. Because it just says, like, your game profile name. And she was like, you should change it to Chole. Because people, like, it's bound to happen that people match you who watched the series. And I was like, no. No, it's not. But I've been matching people who watch the channel. It's happened. I just am surprised that it happened. Wow. I like that build. I mean, it just tore through me. I don't like the Zimmerman, but it was super interesting. It looked cool too. The Sunny D emblem was good along with it. Very respectable name. Well, yeah. Oh, it does show it on the game. That's great. I was like, does it show it on my player card? And it absolutely does. Yeah, there's a story behind my Steam name being Balls. It's not like a very complicated story. It was my name for a little bit, back when I was playing a lot of Apex Ranked. I don't even remember why it was my name on there, but it was. That's where it came from originally. And then I went on for a collab with a streamer friend of mine on her stream, and I didn't realize that my Steam name was still Balls, so I showed up on her stream as Balls, and her chat thought it was so funny that I have just like refused to change my name back, and now it's kind of just stuck. Like, I've had this as my Steam name for like a year and a half. Once in a while I'll change it. It's rare. Like, if I'm gonna be playing with someone who I don't really know, then I'll change it back to normal. But yeah, it's been my name for a long time. Okay, this is... I didn't expect this build to be such a demon. Oh, he's ratting. Or no, he's just going back for the ACS because he saw me pull back. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Never mind. Is censored and his name is, or his AC name is Loader 4. I don't know. What does this game censor? Dual HAL rifles and the spike shoulder weapons? Dual HAL rifles and... I mean, it would work. I know that a sleeper has been, I mean, this guy's doing it, using the linear rifles for a stagger build. I know that that's been like not hard meta, but like it's pretty good. I've definitely seen some people doing it and it works. Like when I play against it, it's like, yeah, that shit staggers me. It's a weapon that benefits from the game's shitty netcode, which is, you know, unfortunate that that's, again, a thing that I have to say about this game. But it is a weapon that, with a little lag on your match, a little desync, because all the arm weapons are attacker-sided, aside from anything missile-based. All weapons are attacker-sided, aside from missiles. Because of that, it's a weapon that definitely benefits in laggy matches, because it is like, if this guy hits me on his screen, doesn't matter if I dodge it on my screen, he hit. Like there. Did he just not take any damage from that assault armor? What the hell is this lag? What? That's not what I meant to do. I thought I had swapped off to the Etsugen again. God damn it. I just threw because of that. I mean, never say never, but, you know, 17 AP in a dream. And desync. One can stagger and the other DPS, or vice versa. I would definitely use the spike shoulders as the punish. Hold on. We're gonna throw it together just out of curiosity, because I haven't tried anything like this. Do you mean the Harris when you say Hal? By the way, they didn't change some. Wait, they didn't change some stuff to Defender in this patch? Did they patch the game like since Ranked came out? Was there a patch in the last couple weeks that I missed? Oh, the Coral Rifle. Oh, we're talking about the Coral Rifle. Hold on. Hold on. Where is it? Do we mean... Wait. Is it the Walta or the Redshift? Or is there a third one that is not here for some reason? I would be very surprised if it was Walter's. Okay, the Walta. You know what? Let me try that. I'm even more curious about this. You said that this is meta. I'll try it anyway. For a second, I was like, I can't do it if it's meta, you know, my pride, but I'm too curious about this. I haven't seen anyone doing this. Sounds bad. It sounds not like, it doesn't sound amazing, but it sounds like it has the potential to be good. Of course, I'm short money. Actually, what kind of weight are we going for? That's a good question that I should probably ask. I'll go with pulse armor for it, probably. Coral laser nerf messed it up. Oh, not meta has a unique... Okay. If it's not meta, I feel good about trying it. Now I feel a lot better about giving it a go. What kind of weight are we looking at? Like midweight, lightweight, heavyweight? Like which legs, pretty much? Do I want to go grab the lightweight legs? I hate that I'm like just short enough on credits to not have every single item. Like there's very few parts that I don't have. But right now the lightweight quads are one of those parts. I'm just so curious. I have to see it in action. I'm waiting for a response. on, I wonder if I might be able to. I just know it's quad. I'm gonna see if I can find it. So give me a second. What would I look up for this? What the hell? There's my stream. I searched up Armored Core 6 PvP build, essentially. And my stream came up on search results. I'll take it. Let's see. Well, that doesn't look so bad. Oro's got one. Oh, Oro's been back posting Armored Core PvP stuff. He's got one from a few months ago that's not on quads, but it's using the Walter rifle. Oh, hold on. Striker. Who is this? I don't know this name. Is this an Armored Core guy? This is an Armored Core guy. Up and coming Armored Core guy. How new is he? He's okay. He's been Souls guy into Armored Core guy. Isn't that all of us? Or just a lot of us at this point. Anyway. This one. It's a day ago. Hold on. Okay, I see it. He is running the... These are the mid... No, these are the heavy ones. Okay. He's running it pretty heavy. He's got... the big ones. Okay, not the huge ones, but big arms. Mind Alpha Core. I'm really interested in this setup. I'm very curious to try this one out. Hold on. The VE. This one. Alula. Of course. Kyo 5. For mid. Okay, so we're playing mostly mid-range, which I guess makes sense, actually. I say that like it's news, but no, that makes sense. Coral Generator. He's running it with Terminal. I might want the Pulse Armor, though. You know what? I'll go with it. And I'll just go and slap on a paint preset. Hold on, let me give him a thumbs up. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. What do we got? What would look good with this? It's edgy as shit, but it's clean. Okay, that's maybe a little nicer. It's not quite so edgy. I've already used this paint preset and this one for other like coral builds. So don't, as much as it's like, yep, you already did an edgy coral build, you know, coral builds are kind of made to be edgy, I say. We could go pink. Yeah, fuck it. We go pink. And then, I don't know, like, sure. We get a little wacky with it just to make sure it's not too edgy. I'll save it just in case. I'll see if it gets to stay. Do I go straight in for, yeah, why not? I'm not that concerned about my rank to not just go straight into it. Even though my placements are like on the line right now. It's a true test. So I'm gonna want to use, oh, of course, okay. He's top of B. I feel like a lot of the guys that I come up against in promotions that are running hard meta are top of B. Or at least in B, if not. I'm gonna go rifles for stagger buildup and just general poking. And then needles for punish. I think that's gonna be the move here. What? Those didn't hit you? Oof. Oh, I ran terminal. Yeah, I might want pulse armor for this. Holy moly. I think we just stick to the poking. Okay. You say charge them up? I say, why the hell not? That's why. Maybe I should have waited a second to let her rip. Certainly it is an interesting setup. I can see myself just with some matches behind it, like with a little adjustment for the play style, maybe enjoying this a good bit. Let me try the charge shots instead. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's why we got two of them. Ow. I don't know. I don't know about the charge. He's too fast to even like manually track. The charge is not the move. The charge is definitely not the move. At least against lightweights, it's not gonna work. Shit. Charge the other for punish? Oh. How much damage? Half charge is a normal charge shot? Maybe it would work. Things to try. Could work. I don't know how I feel about the weapon paint. I think the pink on it is pretty good. Not gonna lie. I kind of like the pink on it. But the weapon paint being like that kind of white and gold. I'm not sure if it's working. I'm not sure. I'll try the half charge out. The half charge though, like the downside with that is that I need to be like very proactive with it. Like I can't just hold it and wait for the golden moment. I have to like be charging it and let it off at the right time. I don't know. I don't know how I am feeling about the charge shots at all. I think if you're against like a heavy or a tank or even just another quad, they could definitely have a lot more value. Against bipeds, it's probably not the move. Ow. Yeah, he knows better. Maybe full white and gold for the whole AC? Maybe. I feel like I want to try different colors out in this game, but I always end up going like red, white, or black as like the predominant colors. And really not a whole lot of anything else. Yeah, the needles are punish. I keep trying to sneak them in, thinking it's gonna work. It's not going to. I mean, it's definitely interesting, but so far, I don't know how competitive it is. Randomize a color palette? Is that a thing you can do in the game? Is there just a randomize option? Full randomized each color? I think that would be too chaotic. Hold on. Okay. Where the white and gold, I think it was in the corporate. Oh yeah. I feel like blue is such a weird color for a coral build. I think that's kind of the thing, is I always go with coral. A lot of the, not always, but most of the time I end up going coral. And like blues and greens and stuff like that just don't really work with like all the red coming off of a coral build. Just doesn't feel right. But maybe you. Let me run it. Let me run it. Is the double triple shoulder laser still meta? Yeah. Although it seems like vientos are like the most common thing that I'm seeing out of the meta builds that I'm running up against. Like I'm seeing vientos most often right now, for sure. Like out of all the hard metas I've come up against, it's almost always vientos. A surprising amount of Zimmermans today as well. And here I am experimenting with wacky shit again. It only ever takes so long before I just start doing like wacky builds. And, you know, tanking the rank a little bit. Durandal is from Marathon. The guy's AC name is Durandal. Sorry. Ow. Man, the velocity isn't there on the rifle. It's the same problem I was having when we were doing the... Why can I not remember what that rifle is called? What was the rifle called that I was using on the double moonlight setup? Chat, anyone? Help me out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if terminal option, or sorry, I don't know if terminal armor is the move whatsoever. Sawa's so good in PvP. haven't seen anyone really use it. That's definitely one of the sleeper picks if it is good. See, and now everything's overheated. Like, I did get such a free shot there. Yeah, hold on. Wait. When he stops to let off the nade launcher, I do just get a free shot. Oh, here it comes. Did he pulse armor yet? Nope. Am I learning? Am I learning? Pretty underwhelming. I think this is one of the better Sawas out of the series, to be honest. But that's not saying a whole lot. Like, really, if I'm... Well, okay, I haven't used the Gen 4 or 5 Karasawa before. That is important context for this statement. But I feel like only Gen 1 and 2 Karasawas really feel like they live up to the legacy. Like, obviously Gen 1 set the legacy, so rather, like, Gen 2 is the only one that feels like it lives up to that legacy of the Gen 1 Sawa. And then, other than that, none of them really do. 6's comes closer than Gen 3 or 3.5's for sure. I just missed my free stun shot. Hold on, I'm not paying enough attention. Okay. So now that was unfortunate. You know, I don't know. It might have just been against that build. I like that build wasn't even that good and it almost won. I don't want to, off of that game, be like, oh yeah, this works. This works. Armored Core 2 fits into the perfect sequel tier of games. I think it's at least very, very close. It might be. I don't know. It could be, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, where is it not a good sequel? And I can't really come up with anything. Yeah, I would say it's fair to say that AC2 was a perfect sequel. But yeah, definitely nothing beats the Gen 1 Sawa. You throw on the energy-based optional parts, and it genuinely, it's gotta be just one of the most powerful Armored Core weapons of all time. Oh, Durandal again. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Heavy builds are more viable. Dude, when we get to like Nexus and Last Raven, when I was doing the Last Raven video, I figured out that you could have a heavyweight build, like frame part wise, and you could get all the benefits of being heavyweight, but if you underweighted in Gen 3.5, oh my lord, I had like 500 some boost speed on a heavyweight build. Heavyweight biped, I had like 500 some boost speed on it. It was the fastest build I made in my entire time with Gen 3.5, and it was on heavy legs, like full heavy frame. But I just like didn't use shoulder weapons, and I went with a couple of like lightweight rifles, and it was just such a speed demon build. It didn't have like insane firepower, but oh my god, did it move, and it had so much tankiness to it. It's one of those Armored Core builds that I made, and it just like stuck in my memory forever. I'll try to do something like it again if I can remember exactly how I threw that thing together, but it was insane. I had it like optimized with the heat mechanics too, where it like didn't overheat. Because at that point in Gen 3.5, I had finally figured out how to make like a heat neutral AC. It's very doable, especially in Last Raven, where they toned it down a lot. It's doable. For Nexus and Ninebreaker, it feels like you have to be choosing from a very slim selection of parts to do it. Last Raven, thankfully, has some more freedom with it. I forgot to take my opportunity when it was there. Let me stop rambling. Let me pay a bit more attention. Shit. Don't launch a grenade right now. Give it another second. I don't know about this build, you guys. It's fun. It's got some wacky shit going. So I like it for that. It's unique. It definitely earns some points in that regard. But I don't know if it's good. You know what I mean? I just don't know if it's very competitive. Unless you're really used to that style of play. It could be that I'm just not used to playing like a heavy quad like build, because I'm not. I'm really not. Oh, they buffed the Sawa's ammo? I missed that. Here, I'll save it. I'm not gonna name it, but I'll keep it there for a rainy day. You know, at some point I might be like, hey, I really want to pull that thing back out. So I'll leave it there. Tempted by bullet orbits again. I'm also tempted by the scatter missiles. You know what? I haven't tried scatter missiles on this before. I'm gonna give it a go. Earlier I was thinking about it because I was playing against a guy who was using a set of scatter missiles and I was like, those are pretty good actually. So I'm gonna give it a go. I ended up switching Sawa for other weapons in 3. Oh, absolutely. I've been doing the 100% streams for Gen 3 very recently. And I've been swapping them. Or sorry, I had the Sawa on for a bit is what I mean. And I swapped it. You know what I swapped it for? Machine guns. I just went back to the 1,000-round machine gun and the Moonlight. And it was better than using the Karasawa. Like, the basic machine guns in Gen 3 are genuinely stronger than the Karasawa in it. I feel like that's the case in Armored Core in general, past, like, Gen 2. It's like, the Sawa's there. It's not like it's terrible. It's not like it's a bad weapon, but there's just better options. It's kind of lost its place as, like, the overpowered legacy traditional weapon. Unfortunately. Because, you know, we all love having, like, a tradition weapon that's super OP in every game, right? Like, Moonlight. Moonlight's always just one of, if not the strongest arm blades. Has its unique color effect that carries through most of the games. I never used Moonlight in Gen 4. I've been told that it's purple in Gen 4. Weirdly enough. Can't confirm it with my own eyes. Haven't dug deep enough into Gen 4 to know. But I have been told that it is purple. Damn. I like what this guy's doing. For the record, I've been yapping the whole time, but I like what he's got going on. Oh, he got me. He had so little health. I thought he was dead. The missiles look like the angel wing mech you dreamed of. Hey, I'm still waiting for FromSoft to give me my angel wings, okay? Don't start compromising now. All right, I've made my official requests. Don't let them get away with, you know, a half measure here. These are not proper angel wings. This is not what I'm looking for. They may vaguely resemble what I'm looking for, but this ain't it. He might win, because I massively whiffed this round. I made some big mistakes here. Well played to him. I like what he's doing. That's not anyone in chat, is it? I feel like whenever I say that I played poorly and then I win anyway, there's a bit of a pattern where it's someone in chat now. That's not anyone in chat, is it? Or at least someone watching. Give it a week and someone might comment on the VOD and be like, it was me. It was me. One-winged angel. No, those missiles, I think those are an upgrade over the javelin launcher. To be honest, I think these are better. I can just fire out way more of them. They're not going to get like as much damage off of a single shot fired, but it's more consistent chip damage and stagger buildup. I think I might like these more. I'll give it more matches, obviously, but from that match alone, these felt better to me than the javelin. Oh, good lord above. Okay, here we go. It's happening. Everyone, DEFCON 5, it's going down. We found one. He's gonna have terminal. I have no energy. Fuck. I mean, what, YouTube? Oh, frustrating. Again, it's just my play style. I find myself in those spots where it's like, yep, all I need to do is assault boost away, but oh wait, I just burned my generator right before that. Oh my god. That laser cannon pisses me off so much. I hate it. I despise it. Nice terminal armor. Oh my god. It's so bad. It's so horseshit. Terrible. I don't exactly know those missile launchers. Wait, what? Hold on. Launch missiles for me, they just look like they're not close enough to angel wings. They don't count. I will not compromise on this. I'm thinking, chat. I'm thinking. I'm really thinking. Do I drop Redshift? The Etsugens up close can deal a ton of damage on stagger. Not as much as Redshift. But would it be worth it for the extra damage and stagger like at all times to trade off a little bit of my punishment damage? I'm sitting here thinking. The Etsugens really are scary on stagger punish, though. Like, surprisingly so. For just little burst SMGs. Valid play. Man, you are coming in close for someone who isn't built for close range. Against someone who is built for close range. Not quite sure what your end game is, other than maybe launching grenades, assumedly. That seems to be what the end game was there. But he definitely didn't win out on the trade. They need to undo the stagger nerf. I think the stagger nerf was a good move. But now, like, along with that, Vientos and, like, the Sweet 16, although Sweet 16 is harder to use, so, like, it's a little different. But, like, those few weapons that exist now that are, like, very, very fast, like, near instant stagger, those weapons stand out as being far more problematic now, considering that most weapons in the game got their stagger potential reduced. But I think overall stagger nerf was like pretty healthy for the sandbox. To laser cannon? No. There's a handful of things we're trying to avoid here. All right. Some of those things are Vientos, Zims, laser cannons. We get away without them. I might try getting rid of Redshift. It's gonna feel wrong, but there's definitely potential with me just being able to like constantly send out tons of missiles. Oh man, it hurts my boost speed so much. I'll give it at least a run. I'll see, but this is probably gonna hurt my speed too much. Lasers are fun also. No, they're not. No, they're not. Nothing fun about it. I don't know what you mean. My broken nail is driving me crazy. It happens all the time on stream. I just open up my energy drink can and like, there goes my guitar nails. Time to regrow them from scratch again. Because once the thumb is gone, like I could, I guess, keep the rest, but at that point, man, this is some wacky looking bullshit right here. These missiles. Oh, we played this guy earlier. Haha! This might be pretty good. Ooh. Shit, fuck. What? I need to slow down on the F-bombs today, man. It's been a lot. YouTube's gonna be angry at me. Ow, ow. Something about AC6 PvP really just brings it out, though. There are just those moments where it needs to be said. There's a lot of missiles flying out of this build all of a sudden. Staggering them out definitely seems like the move. This might have been that missing something that Rebel has had. It hurts me to get rid of Redshift. I'm gonna miss it if I stick with these. But man, does it seem like these might be a good move. But hello, Jess. Really, I've got to run them for a bit and just see if they're consistently that good, like against various different builds. I think the heavier the build we're up against, the better, obviously, and that was like a mid-weight biped. Like that's gonna be one of the quicker builds, like if we're just talking like movement speed across the spectrum, right? It's on the faster end of things. So if it's working that well against one of those, it might work. This might be what I've been missing. I have a bad feeling about how long it's taking to sync up the match right now in terms of the connection quality here. All right, we got a stagger build for sure. Build looks invincible. What is it? The double... See, okay, here's the thing though. These fire 10 missiles at a time, right? But there's clearly 15 tubes on each side. Oh wait, do they fire more than 10? Where did I get the 10 from? Oh no, they definitely do fire 10 at a time. Okay. I'm getting what's happening here. Sometimes assault armor, just no worky. Oh yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like when I am not in need of a reload and I manage to get a stagger off. These things can shred, especially with like the extra damage from having staggered. And I can do that now. Holy shit. If I hadn't said the F word so many times today, I would have dropped one right there for emphasis. I might have found it, chat. I might have found the Winergy that Rebel has been missing all this time. And it does vaguely resemble a metalist shit. Metalist shit. We're going with that today. Angel Wing mech build. Loosely. I still want actual Angel Wings from Soft, but this is good enough for now. Just know that I expect more long term. Thank you. More Angel Wings, please. Come in for it. He wouldn't, but he got hit by the edges. Okay. You know what? Starting to feel things a little bit. And by things, I mean these giant ass missile tubes. Ad? Good to know. Just watched your AC2 video. Very good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Just the AC2 one? Was it in recommended? I'm curious how people are finding the review series nowadays. Because obviously when I go to look at the analytics, it's all just like from months ago as the series was coming out, where it was all like recommended because the videos were new. But now I'm kind of like, how are they sustaining themselves? Actually, I might be able to look. Okay, yeah, so now it just jumped up and said that there's 2 of you watching ads. I'm watching Anakin's slow descent to the dark side all over again. No, this isn't the dark side, okay? I'm using like little burst machine guns, all right? There's maybe a lot of missiles flying out of me, but it's by no means like a missile boat kind of build, right? It's nothing on that scale. Oh my god, I think I just found out how to optimize them even better. Give me time. I'm gonna have to play a little closer to this guy. His range is better. Shit. He's already there? I don't know what you mean. Okay, and now it says 0 watching ads. I don't know if YouTube adding this thing where it's like supposed to tell me how many viewers are watching ads like in real time. It's cool to have, I guess, but it's just not accurate because of how delayed the updates are on it. Like, it kind of tells me how many were watching ads like a minute ago. But by that point, the ad is 100% over. Like, there's no way that the ad is still running. Oh, lucky bitch that those missiles didn't come in at him. He got staggered in a great place. Ooh, ooh. If he's gonna hang back that much, I can try to play that game. I don't know if I'm gonna be very good at it. I at least have the potential for it, but this guy seems fairly good at dodging all these missiles. Maybe I need pulse armor at this point, since I'm not playing like melee punish. Although the assault armor is really good for countering melee punish. I pulled that one out of my ass. So maybe I just stick with it and recognize that it's not always going to save me either way. It's, you know, game balance. I can't win them all. Some matchups, I'm just gonna not have every advantage possible, and that's fine. Watching a lot of AC6. I see. That would do it. But good to know. They're still going out to recommended all this time later. I've got a friend of mine right now trying to convince me to put together that giant compilation video, like a giant binge video of the entire review series. But I tried to render it out once, and my editing program crashed overnight while it was supposed to be rendering it. So it got like halfway through and then it failed. And I've never tried it again since. I was just so frustrated that I kind of didn't do it. But I have to admit, I do still like the idea of having one video that's just every Armored Core game reviewed in a single video. Even if it is a compilation of 16 existing ones. I like the idea. Just having like a big 5-hour video and doing all of them in one go. Because the only other, I saw like, you know, Vati has his giant video, right? But his is only like an hour and a half. Like, he covered all the games in like an hour and a half, and I watched it, and he basically skipped some of the games. Like, he would kind of mention them like on an offhand, but he wouldn't really talk about them in full. There's another like all Armored Core games video out there in circulation, but I can't remember whose it is. Like, I can't remember the guy's name, but I know that I've seen it. Like, I can think of the thumbnail in my head because I remember seeing that thumbnail and being like, shit, man, that's exactly what I would have made the thumbnail look like. Isn't that the point of the playlist? It is, but I feel like it's more appealing if it pops into your recommended and it's already like, yeah, all the games in one, you know? Because like, sure, there's the playlist, but to find the playlist, you kind of have to already open one of the videos. Like as a package, I feel like one giant binge video is more appealing to a lot of people than the playlist is. If that makes sense. Am I wrong? I don't know. I feel like it's more appealing. And I feel like it's just kind of packaged better for people to actually click on it in the first place, you know? And this buddy of mine is trying to get me to do it. He's just like, dude, like those super long, like multiple hour video essays, do people eat that shit up? And like you have everything put together. Like it's all there. I'm like, I know. I should. Probably. Maybe. Someday. Is not Solid Snake? Who's not Solid Snake? Me and my fellas hate missile boats unless it's in the older games because you're using them to beat an AI. This isn't a missile boat. Missile boat is the floating tetrapods. I'm back and I'm now in B rank. I might be in B rank very soon. Very, very soon. I just need one more placement in 3 matches. Or sorry, I need one more win in the next 3. We've made some adjustments to Rebel that seem to be working. An adjustment that I would have said was too crazy, but I pulled the trigger on it, and you know what? I think it's working. As much as I hate to admit that this radical change in design has worked, it seems to have worked. Okay. He's very well equipped for fighting me. Unfortunately, I probably should have assault armored there. I'll hopefully get another good opportunity soon, though. That, oh, what the hell, what the hell? Yep. I actually won a round due to timeout. Wow. No, it's not a missile boat. I just got to make sure that I'm, you know, out and ahead of the missile boat allegations. It's a lot of missiles, but it's not a missile boat. You know, by definition. Now, if you wanted to say that it's a little on the side of missile spam, fair enough. He's too good of a counter for me. He's too well equipped to counter me. Shit. His damage up close and from afar was beating me out. Well played. Well played indeed. Next time. Next time. If you kept your melee, you could have won. Definitely. With that one. Just having those punishes would have been huge. It's interesting though, the difference between them. Because like this, obviously I have way better range potential. The only downside being that missiles are defender sided in terms of like connection and stuff, which most weapons in the games aren't. Dual laser pistol and turret build. Laser pistols are slept on. They're very good. He's got the javelin. He's got a stun gun. Okay, I think I can win this one. Not 100% sure what was on his other shoulder, but I'm feeling good about this one, I think. Whoa. Whoa. What? Why did he shoot those? Where is he? What is this? What is going on here? Hello? Is he hiding? He was. He was under the thing. What? He was genuinely hiding. Oh my god, he's such a little rat. What? Man, you have a cool setup. Why are you playing like this? I respected you when I saw you enter this match. Disappointed that that didn't work. It was a long shot. I was hopeful. Man, he plays like a bitch. From your meta Etsugen. Yes, my very scary burst machine guns, I know. Okay, he started playing normally near the end. We take those. I have seen some laser pistols. I feel like they're definitely not as widely used as most meta. I would say it's probably, like if it is in the meta, like hard meta category, then they've got to be like the least used of the hard meta. You know what I mean? Like you just don't see them the way that you see the other meta setups right now. You don't see them in such volume the way you do the others. I just can't hang with him up close. To be honest, he's got the stun pistols and they are just messing me up. That's not what I meant to do, but I probably would have died either way. I meant to assault armor there, thinking it might catch him. But he probably would have killed me in time anyway. I got one more. I got one more chance. Some people have an OCD attack just from square pizza. I'm sure some people have it from, what's it called? From triangle pizza. There's got to be people out there who are scared of the triangle pizza. Stuck in rank B. I'm stuck in the promotion matches of C. Which is all, like, once you get to promotion matches, it starts putting you almost exclusively against people from the next rank up, right? So I'm essentially... There we go. I was like, what the hell is happening? Why am I not moving? It scared the shit out of me for a second. I don't know how common the gentleman's code is on AC6. Never run into a situation where it's needed. See, that was great. He just got a really big... See ya, bitch. Are you shitting me? No! You're getting stuck by matching with people who have serious builds? Yeah, just meta shit is where I'm getting stuck. Which, like, I really don't want to give into it. I really don't. I'm trying not to. Wow. This guy is not good at dodging the missiles. I don't know if he's trying to or if he just completely ignores them. Or what's up. You have to run facing and shooting them? So not assault boosting? Yeah, he just doesn't try to dodge them. There it is. Oh, from being staggered. Okay. I thought you meant from the terminal armor. Because I got staggered while I was just trying to get away from terminal. Ah. It's about damn time. C rank, like the very top of C rank, was just pain. I'm sure it only gets worse from here, but we'll see. We'll see how things play out from here. 4,000 to rank up. We might be here for a minute. We might be here for a minute. Considering, like, I know that, B rank is where shit gets real sweaty now. And it's going to take a lot more to rank up. Punishment for losing is going to be a lot heavier. It doesn't feel at all like it'll be like, oh, I can't make it to A. But it'll definitely take longer. Alright, this guy's not getting hit by missiles as much. Oof. Ow, 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 ow. Don't get close to me. That was me being stupid. I got scared. How did that? Okay. Attacker sided netcode. Oh man, he is running me down. And it's working. Is that a flaw that I have now? Am I too easy to get run down? Or too easy to run down, rather? Your reward is less fun. I love it. It's like every competitive game where you rank up and it feels good for like all of... until you play your next match. Except for, I don't feel that way in fighting games, to be honest. Nice. Very nice start to the round, if I do say so myself. Okay. Used missiles in 4th gen? Oh, yeah. There's a thing that if you quick boosted forward and shot missiles at the same time, they were faster and tracked better? Really? You're the first to mention it. At the very least. I've never heard that. Could be good to know, but missiles in... I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. You know, his controller disconnected. Okay, he is still playing. I was like, is he giving up? Is he rage quitting on me? He might have been. Good first match in B rank. He had a sweet build that wasn't hard meta. He played well, but it didn't feel too bad. That felt pretty good. Oh, it's plus 600 a match up here. That's what's so weird. The number required keeps going up, and the number that you get taken away keeps going up, but the number rewarded keeps going up too. I don't know if it really feels like ranks take longer to get through in terms of just the system itself. Sorry, I bonked my mic. You might have heard it. Did you hear it? Give me, did you hear that, chat, when I bonked my mic? Reminds me of the time I went AFK during a PvP match, and when I came back, everyone was circling around another person on my team who was AFK. We did that till the match ended. So there might be a gentleman's code after all. Maybe there's hope. Ah, laser pistols, here we are. Lightweight laser pistol. And I didn't quite catch what was on the shoulders. It looked like missiles to me. But what do I know? I heard it in a challenge video where a guy beat 4 answer with large missiles. Interesting. For a second there, I was worried he was gonna play under the bridge the whole match. I would have been so upset. I was stuck standing still at random intervals mid-match. That sucks. Did people at least, like, pick up on it and not just kill you? Or did they just take the opportunity? Because I'm sure a lot of people would. Like the bad sports they are. Ooh. I was in kind of a weird spot. Yeah, I think this was what Rebel was meant to be all this time. I think this is what we were missing, chat. Etsugens, crazy amounts of missiles, and just play each match on like a per matchup basis in terms of like how aggressive I should or should not be. I think this is just what I've always been missing. Sometimes, but mostly not. Bastards. Absolute bastards. What day is today? It's the 3rd. How many days is Tekken away then? 23? So that means it is on a Friday. Interesting. Interesting build. He's made it up to B with that, I'm assuming. Or at least he's in B rank and confident enough to play with it. So I'm not gonna sleep on this guy. He's got dual javelins, which could catch me off guard. Linear rifle for stagger. Standard rifle for chip. I see the vision. Don't get too close. He doesn't need to, is the unfortunate thing. Man, the connection is just destroying me this match. Bubble shield? Oh, javelin. Son of a bitch, there it is. Bubble shield. What? Okay. Yeah, the connection on this match is actually insane. And I am using double missiles, you know, defender-sided. So we're in for a good one here. See if I can pull it out of my ass. Yeah, shit. Oh, this game's netcode makes me unhappy. Very unhappy. It's bad netcode. Loss of 200. Okay. So, relatively, I am losing more in this rank. But it's so weird to me that the numbers in general, like the ranked points, is that what we're calling them? Are scaling with each letter rank. It's so weird. Am I the only one that thinks that's weird? That like the amount required goes up, but like so does the amount gained. And the amount lost scales enough to where you do need to win more consistently in higher ranks to keep progressing, but like it's still just weird. I don't really get it, but they have a vision, clearly. Siege launcher, moonlight / redshift, and dual stun needles. Interesting. Could play well. It seems like it might be lacking some synergy. But I'm not gonna shit on it till I see it in action, right? It's moonlight. Yeah, I don't know. This build is whack. I'm gonna call it how it is. You know, I was gonna give it benefit of the doubt. So far, I'm firmly saying build is whack. None of his parts are working together. None of them. Like, all good parts, just not put together in a way that leads to like one specific goal being fulfilled, or even like all bases being covered. Like maybe the thought was moonlight is for when they get close. Stun launcher and siege missiles are for range. I don't know. But it's just a weird combo. He might win the round. Now that he's hanging back a lot more, I think he's realizing that I play best up close and he's trying to avoid it. Okay, terminal, great. Ouchie, ouchie. Can we get 1 damage before those kill me? Yes, thank you. Took what looked cooler? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's just weird, right? It's a weird build. It did almost get me. Fair enough, but it's weird. And not like a cool and wacky weird, like I say with a lot of builds. It's just like, I don't know, man. Your parts aren't working together. Ow. He was dodging very well. Maybe that's his crux. Maybe. He is good at dodging missiles. Which is definitely causing some pain for me. I can't deny that. Can't take that away from him. He seems to understand how to play. Like, he plays well. It's just that his build is kind of wacky. And like I said, not in like the, oh, that's actually really cool and creative kind of wacky. It's just like, it doesn't come together. It's just a bunch of different things doing their own thing. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's weird. I don't see the vision in the build. It's kind of just different parts doing different things. It's odd, in my opinion. A comfort build? Maybe. Could be. I do like to give credit where it's due. I do always like seeing Moonlight charge attacks come out. Moonlight charge attacks are really good, and I feel like no one uses Moonlight, and even then, when I see Moonlight, it's not even that common that I see them using the charge. I think I played this guy earlier, and I think he beat me. But it might have been before the missile pods got thrown on. The wings, if you will. Okay, he's taking his time to dodge what he needs to dodge. He's holding the aggression up close. He's coming in for melee. He's scary because he knows how to play. I'm not in C rank anymore. Yeah, it's death. Is why you use Moonlight, otherwise you use Redshift. Yeah. You're too lazy to log hunt for Redshift. Oh, is it a log hunt weapon? I thought it was a... It might be a log hunt weapon. You might be right. It's been a while. But also, do your log hunts. What do you mean? It's worth it. Come on now. Oh, man, the oscillator. That's a BVO. Explain. BVO? What's a BVO? Is it just a particular brand of Viento build that is known? What's the B? I'm trying to think. He had Viento's oscillator. What's the B in that? Because he had missiles. What's the B? B would stand for... Oh my god, it's him again. Oh, the arms. It's Basho. I see. That's why that shit did so much damage. I thought it was just stagger and melee, you know, standard stuff, but that would make sense. Yeah, PSA, do your log hunts, everyone. It's worth it. You know, maybe if you're like me and it's like, oh, you have every part in the game except for like a small handful of like the newer stuff, particularly because you're not really feeling going and farming up credits. Wow. To buy it all. Even then, I probably should. Whoa. Yeah. I need to not get so close to him. The rolling enemies, bro, it's so bad. That one in particular. No. Defender sided. I forgot. I was like, how did none of my missiles hit there? But yeah, it's what's on his screen, not mine. I was like, I swear I saw some hit. The bone wheels? Yeah, it's the bone wheels. It's absolutely the bone wheels. He's learning. So am I. But he certainly is, and it's scaring me. I don't like that he's learning. He hasn't learned to not go in on that yet. He at least, like, luckily for him, had his pulse armor that time around. Oh my lord! That's death. Oh, the missiles. I should have dodged forward instead of left. Oh, I was so close. I was so close to getting it. Masochists also know them as bone wheels. Well, yeah, because, you know, Dark Souls. Back from playing a bit of Sekiro, might punch a hole in my wall. Still haven't gotten to it. Someday. Someday. Sekiro and I will finally meet. I know that when we do, I'm going to really enjoy it. Like, I've seen the combat. I love a good parry system. I know that that game's going to be really fun for me. You know, I'm also known as the parry god around these parts. If you've ever seen me play a game with parry mechanics, you know. It's just how it is. I'm just one of those people. I take well to a good parry mechanic. I had a build that had a grenade launcher as a primary, focusing on melee as well. Did so well before I took a break and came back. That was absolute shit. The grenade launchers can really benefit from a bad connection. Is their big saving grace. Like, desync can be huge for grenade launchers. If I go up against grenade launchers on a bad connection, dude, this is fucked. I mean, it's what? It's messed up. It's messed up. This is a war crime Zimmerman build. I've been asked before, like, where is the line with Zimmermans to where it's like war crime level? This is it. If I've ever seen it, this is it. I'm not going in on that. What, he's hiding and waiting for me? Bro, why would I go to you? You think I was born yesterday? You think I've never played a game before? Oh my god, what a bitch. None of my shit hit him. What a little shit. I just can't win. He plays like a little bitch. Oh. Shit. Coward playstyle? Yep. Oops. I did not mean to open his Steam. How did I even do that? Oh, X. Okay. I was like, what? I didn't even know that I could select them. At least it didn't open. I was not trying to just open his Steam profile on stream. I mean, I guess the name is already on your player card, but it's different. It feels like a light doxing. It's like, oh, look at his Steam profile picture. Now we can find him. My name is not important. All right, we got dual linear rifles. Let's see it. I'm interested. There's no way you didn't hear that one. AC CC Johnson. Wow. Yeah, he be hitting the linear rifles. I love when the lag is so apparent that you can just see it on me shooting them, like the bullets actually landing seconds after they connect visually. It's a bad matchup for lag, though. He's gonna have a much easier time dodging the missiles, and I'm gonna have a much harder time dodging those rifles. Oh, it was close. Yeah, bad match for so much like visible lag in the connection. Really bad match for it. Very not fun. That's right, run away. Don't you come near me. That hitting me is crazy. Thank you, FromSoft. If we're gonna have ranked modes, we need better netcode than this. I've said it before. But genuinely. Like, when FromSoft has had this netcode before, I've always been like, okay, but they don't really, like... The multiplayer is just an add-on that they throw in, like, at the end, so it's kind of whatever. But as soon as you add, like, a ranked playlist and you encourage people to take it somewhat seriously, we can't be playing on this kind of connection. This is a tragedy. Almost as much of a tragedy as me not being able to use that stagger for anything. You see how many missiles on my screen hit him and how he took no damage because on his screen none of them hit? Crazy. Oh, they extend the stagger. It's one of those weapons that can actually do it. I see. I see. Don't let the netcode be my downfall, FromSoft, please. I beg of you right now. Okay, thank you. Miyazaki goes into the studio late at night and adds poison swamps himself. I think he said that like as a joke during an interview at some point. At least I'm fairly certain that that's where that comes from, because I've heard it before as well. I think that he like jokingly said that in an interview when they were asked about, or when he was asked about the poison swamp tradition. All right. Chulewig it is. Actually, this is... While this is connecting, I gotta open my window. It's getting warm in here. I've got the ray tracing on, so it makes things run a little hot. Is that a pile bunker? I can't see his goddamn AC clearly because it's all gray. Made Caveman too expensive. Now I have to do Chulewig constantly. See, ideally, we need to find a place where neither of them are being used constantly. I didn't know that you could melee cancel the pile bunker. What just hit me for that much? Sorry. Sorry, that hit me for how much? Does he have Basho arms on? Anyone who saw him clearly in the intro? You stay back, demon. No, no. All praise the holy pile bunker. You know, I'm gonna say it, chat. I'm gonna be the guy. I'm gonna be the guy that says it. There should be no circumstance. None. I perfectly understand the balance of the pile bunker. It was my main melee weapon for most of my initial like 3 playthroughs of the game. There should be zero circumstance where that thing deals 6,000 damage in one swing. Maybe an unpopular take, but that's my take. That shouldn't just straight up, like there's no reason for that to be a thing. Oh, it's CC Johnson again. Did he beat me? I think he no, I think I won against CC Johnson. It was close though. Skishu? No. Like, yes, but there's genuinely, as a former systems designer, I'm looking at it from that perspective, right? From someone who's got like industry experience working in balancing. There is zero circumstance ever where that thing should hit for nearly half of like the highest AP builds in the game. Especially considering that for most builds in the game, half of the maximum is like at least 2/3. You got bunked by the Chad pile bunker. 5999 is the limit. Yeah. We can call it there. If that's the compromise, 5999 is the absolute ceiling. That I will compromise that much if that's what I have to do. Like 4,000? Okay. 5,000? We're getting crazy, but whatever. 6,000 in one swing? Bro, I only have 9,000. What do you want me to do? It's effectively a one-shot build. Like, he just needs one stagger. I'll take 3k damage from that alone. And then he's got the win. In one stagger. It's a one-cycle build. Which, it would be fine to have a one-cycle build if there were other one-cycle builds. Funny enough, I don't see people really using it, though. Which is strange. Because now I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, well, if that thing can deal 6k damage, why are the Viento builds not using it? Why are they using Oscillator? Is it just the skill component associated with actually properly using the pile bunker? Is it scaring people off? Like, what's the deal? Because if that's the case, I mean, I would say just go for it. Like, just learn it. You know, put in the time. Although I guess that's kind of the point of the meta builds anyway, is to reduce the amount of time taken to get good at the game. Right, it's to reduce the amount of skill required to hit the higher ranks. That's kind of the entire purpose. People don't know how. Skishu on their part. It's got me thinking. It's got me thinking. Just for a few matches. Just for a few. Just for a few. Just a few matches. Still a jolly time? No. I really had to consider how I answered that question. I'm gonna go with no. B rank. I made a comment earlier where I was like, being at the top of C and playing matches against people in B rank, it feels like I'm staring into the mouth of hell right now. I was right. Oh my god, it's this bastard. The guy with the crazy war crime. Dual zim, quad leg kick. Dual zim, quad leg kick. And I lost half my wings. It might be worth it. I can survive long enough for another stagger, right? Bastard! Bitch! Get out of here! None of it. None of it. Okay, maybe. Hold on. I've got to do it at least twice before I come to any sort of conclusions. That's good. Oh my god. Okay, we traded it out. Wow. Man, he just gets you in a loop, huh? Shit. You can do it quick enough on the pulse armor if you're in position for it. You can. The pile bunker got like an indirect buff with this patch, didn't it? When they fixed up the, when they added like input queuing for melee weapons. The pile bunker like indirectly got nerfed. There's nowhere near as much skill ceiling with it. I used to really not be able to pull it off. Oops. Okay, that time. Okay, maybe bad timing. Shit. Yeah, now I'm in position to get got. Quit playing after 3 days. Zimmerman is best strategy. Man, you've been away for a while. It's a lot healthier now. It's not healthy yet. Like, overall, it's not healthy. But it's a lot healthier. I'm not even a PvP guy, generally. I honestly wouldn't be playing if the ranked system wasn't a thing. I just wouldn't really have much reason to outside of like, yeah, it's fun for a few matches and then I'm off. I like the ranked system a lot. I hope that they continue this going forward, but man, they need to figure their netcode out. They badly need to figure their netcode out. Will never be perfect. Yeah, it won't be. It's kind of FromSoft, you know. They make a fun PvP, but they never make like a properly competitive PvP. It's just not in their design. What do you have? Are those orbits? Those are orbits, aren't they? Oh no, those are missiles. What missiles are those? The hell missiles are they? Oh, he is laggy. Oh, I forget that the range is way shorter on the charged. It slipped my brain for a second. That's kind of a waste. Made it kind of strange to play. Was disappointed ranked was a DLC added. To be fair, free DLC. When you say DLC, it typically implies like paid. It was just updated in. If it was here at launch, I think they definitely would have cultivated a stronger ranked community. But even then, like with the balancing issues that were there at launch and that are still here, it's not quite as bad now, but it was worse then. I still don't think the ranked would have been like overly healthy for this game. Oh, he countered it. Okay. Okay, you can let me go now. Please. Give me a second chance at life here. Oh, the kick. God damn this netcode. I love it when they go flying after a bunk. It is really funny that the physics just go crazy on a charged pile bunker. Start work on a sequel or expansion. Yeah, okay. That was a thing. I talked about it a little bit. I don't even think it was on an Armored Core stream. But like when they announced, I think it was on an Ace Combat stream. But it was when they announced the ranked playlists patch officially, and it was like, yeah, the parts are coming. Like, the leak was legit. The fact that they are adding new parts as free updates, I totally threw that match too. Is weird to me. It's really weird to me. And it tells me that they might not do a DLC or an expansion for 6. Because, you know, like, traditionally, the new parts are like... I mean, if we're being honest, they're like half of the package going into expansion material for Armored Core, right? Like, sure, you get some rebalancing, you get, obviously, a whole new campaign. And you get parts. Like, that's the package that you get going into, like, an expansion. That, or with like the cases of like For Answer or Verdict Day, they do all that, but then they also are just like, okay, base game formula was there, everything else was not, so we're just throwing in like a second go at it, pretty much. You know, we spent the whole first dev cycle just making the core gameplay. Now let's actually make like a proper fleshed out game. At least that's how Verdict Day and For Answer felt to me personally. Oh, my bunker was on overheat. God damn it. That's just unfortunate, really. I didn't even need to go for the charge. I should have just taken it. There was no reason for that. Like, I might have thrown the round. Oh, no, we're good. Maybe the new parts were a Game Award gift? I don't know. I don't think I'm ready to huff the hopium just yet. Like, I'm not ready to write off expansion material entirely yet either. But I'm definitely sitting in a spot where I'm like, they may or may not do an expansion for this game. Shorter range. I'm gonna have to just, you know, get the habit built up for using this thing. It's different than what I'm used to. The sunglasses are ready to be removed. This is great. I hope you guys really like this ringtone. I mean, we did communally decide that this was the ringtone for all timers on stream now. Jesus Christ. A little distracting, a little loud. Oh, son of a bitch. I can't put them on mid-round either. If it goes through, that is. I did not mean to do that. I bumped L1. That is painful. In a match where me and this guy were pretty even. That hurts a little bit. Shit. I was trying to just get some damage in before the armor came up. Yeah, I'm fucked. I mean, screwed. Would have been a lot more hype. I don't know. I think in the PvP crowd it would have been, but I even now, right? Like, a lot of people who do enjoy the game's PvP don't enjoy ranked because there are just like 3 builds that are essentially playing PvP on easy mode that people are just cycling. Especially like the higher up you go, the more of it you see. Like, that guy was playing a completely normal build. But that guy is not indicative of the general B rank population at all, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm very... I still, like, I would obviously want an expansion for this. But the parts being added in for free, just as part of a random patch, it's definitely weird to me. It's new. It's not something they've done before. So it kind of throws off, like, the general understanding of how they support the game long term. Like, if we look at, you know, the expansions as just an extension of the base game, that is, then it throws a loop in what we understand in terms of how FromSoft does post-launch support for Armored Core. Son of a bitch. Whoa. This guy is a fast mover, man. Shit. You gotta be so quick with it. Ow. It's not that many parts. Expansions typically double the selection, but now you worry me. Right? Because it's kind of like, this is just the first time they've done it. We don't know if they're gonna add more free parts over time. Like, if it becomes a pattern, then I'm probably gonna, like, hard put my money on there's no expansion coming. If it's a one-time thing, and, like, future patches just never bring more parts, then I would still most likely assume expansion is coming. But even then, it's like... Yeah, I mean, you gotta consider the reality that, like, this game did well. It sold like 2 million in its first month, right? Like, that's nothing to scoff at, but it's certainly no Elden Ring, right? Even though this game did better than any other Armored Core game, it doesn't guarantee that they're gonna invest super heavily in Armored Core continuously going forward. Even if there is clearly, like, some potential there. You know what I mean? I hope that they do. I sincerely hope that they do. But looking at it from like an investor's standpoint, you might not want them to, right? You know what would be great for the pulse armor is if you could still stagger them out of it if they don't pop it early enough. Shit. I'm getting looped. I hate that shit. Oh, maybe I need weapons that loop your stagger. Maybe. I don't care if they're redundant. I just want cooler looking stuff. I hope that they're not redundant. I don't... No, I don't think any of the new... I think the new machine gun is redundant. Not like in terms of it's not unique. It does have a unique role, but I don't think that the role that it fills is a particularly useful role in this game's sandbox. I talked about it like day one of the patch when we were trying the machine gun, the new one, in ranked matches. I was like, okay, the damage is solid. Like its damage over time is very steady, pretty good, but it has like that trade-off where its impact is really low. And like, if we're gonna be honest about it, if you're trading stun potential for just damage, at a certain point that becomes not useful in this game. And I think that the machine gun, the new one at least, is past that point where it's not useful. Like, sure, the steady damage is there. It's just not enough damage to beat out like stagger punish builds, or even a build that staggers and then continuously fires just average strength rounds will still out damage that thing throughout the course of a whole match. You know, in like a 30-second loop, it'll still deal more damage that way. A build, that is. It. Like, I don't think it's redundant as in it doesn't serve its own purpose. It definitely does, but I just don't think that that role is useful in this game's design. I think that the core gameplay is too against what the new machine gun is for it to be useful, if that makes sense. Give me an angular heavy biped? What do you mean angular? There's not a new giant map for Elden Ring DLC, then I don't know what they've been doing. Bro, I don't even know. Okay, development-wise, they could be doing anything, right? At this point, we have no clue what it's like. So we really can't say anything. But what I really don't know what they've been doing is the marketing. What the hell is this marketing cycle for Elden Ring DLC? Because so far, the plan has been like, okay, March 2023, announce DLC. So far, 10 months later, absolutely not a peep. Like, announce it, 10 months of complete silence. It's starting to get like the Hollow Knight Silksong treatment. And we all know that game isn't real. Game's never coming out. We all know it. Some of us aren't willing to accept it, but we all know it. So word can spread? I don't know. It's okay, to be fair, it's not as bad as the game that I think currently has had the worst hype cycle in the industry. If I had to choose one, in AAA at least, because the indie scene gets so much worse. But in the AAA scene, Elder Scrolls 6 marketing is baffling. They announced the game and showed off the logo 4 years ago. The game entered early pre-production 3 months ago. What the hell was the idea there? Who was like, oh, we should announce it 3 years before we start it? And they knew that it was going to be that long until they started it. They had other projects on the pipeline already that they were well aware would take as long as they have. Okay, grenade launcher build. Whoa. Shit, I was too slow. Oh, boxy looking. Someone thought it would be funny? Bro, I have no idea. Marketing for the shareholders? Maybe? They weren't owned by Microsoft at the time, were they? I think that was pre-Microsoft buyout. So it might have been to attract some investors. Hell, it might have, if I'm right, attracted Microsoft's investment. But yeah, as soon as we go into the indie scene, marketing gets a lot worse because, no offense to the indie scene, I respect the indie scene and love it a lot. But a lot of the time, indie games don't have professional marketing teams behind them the way that like AAA does. That's the thing that's really confusing with stuff like Elden Ring DLC or like Elder Scrolls 6. It's like, okay, we had this whole professional marketing team kind of at least majority decide that this was the way to do it. Like this was the best move for marketing this product. That's what makes those crazy to me. It's not like, oh, a guy thought that this was a good idea. It's like, no, an entire team of professionals thought this was a good idea. Like they came to an agreement that this was the thing to do. That's what makes it crazy. But as soon as you get into the indie scene, you've got shit shows, right? Absolute shit shows. Silksong has no excuse for being such a shit show. They have Microsoft behind them. They literally have Microsoft's indie advertising team behind them. They have no excuse. But you know, there's like Yandere Simulator, which to be fair, you know, that's yeah. Bethesda are dead to me. They made one new RPG in 10 years and it's technically worse. By technically, do you just mean like the loading screens? Cause, you know, top 10% yet? Not yet. It's hellish out here, False. It really is. There's a lot of like, if I use this build, I have easier time. You know, a lot of meta, which is to be expected. I'm just trying to play with what's fun and not give into meta. And to be honest, I'm just making it hard on myself in that sense. This guy's build is really interesting. To be fair, like right now, I'm not playing against a meta build. But the slowdown is mostly because of people just using like what is on like a spreadsheet the best approach, the best weapon build setup in the game. And it's painful because the game is pretty poorly balanced on the whole. That was a close one. I don't know the conversation I came into. I don't know if you can get Yandere Sim anymore due to things. Don't ever invoke it. Hey man, we're talking about bad marketing. I mean, come on. Because let me say, even beyond the guy making the game, even beyond like all of Alex's bullshit, right? Which is something. Oh, here we go. Netcode is good. Even beyond that, the game's marketing is entirely hinged upon hoping that YouTubers play the game and give him free marketing. He's not doing any marketing outside of that. He's really not. Which, for a lot of indies, is like the new approach that I've seen them taking, and it's a terrible approach. I had this new, this is actually like very on the money, this discussion today, and the fact that I just said that. Just this morning in my business email, I had a new high budget indie game email me saying, hey, if you stream our game, we will give you the game for free. Which, for the indie scene, I'm always like, okay, let me take a look at the game. Like, if it were AAA devs, unless it was something specific, like if it was FromSoft saying that, I would be like, okay, thank you. Like most of the time with AAA devs, it would be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. If I'm marketing your game, just getting the game is not enough. But with the indie scene, it's like, okay, you don't have that kind of budget behind you, like a proper marketing budget. So I'll take a look at it. Took a look at this game. This game looks awful. It's very high budget, clearly. They have a large budget behind it. Like, the gameplay looks bad, but the production value is there. It has an actual, like, publisher behind it funding the project. The game looks bad. I told them that I just didn't think the game would be a fit for the channel. I'm not typically in the business of just ghosting my business email outside of some particular cases in which it might have happened, but I don't normally do that. But the game genuinely looked bad. Like, just really, like, I would not want to promote it whatsoever. Like, the game looked so shit that I was like, no, I'm not gonna, like, no, unless I reviewed it, which I'm not, because my review schedule is just way too tight as is with the series and everything. So I can't really just like randomly throw a new one in there in the middle. Otherwise, I would probably do a lot more games like offering me free copies and stuff. Because if I were doing a review rather than a stream, then I could just be like, hey, here's what I think. Here's where this game is having problems. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I could do it without it feeling like I'm just outright promoting the thing. Unless I actually am. But, I guess what to say with that is that I do get sent a lot of keys from indie devs, or at least a lot of offers for indie games. Like, offers for free keys. And, when was the last time you saw me take one? It's a super, like, I do just get a lot of keys and I get linked like the Steam page or whatever, and I look at it and I'm like, man, this game looks rough. Like this, I don't want to promote it. One thing I can't understand is quitting to preserve your rank. I mean, when I hit S, I'm out. Like once I've gone through the pain to get there, I'm good. If it's like a B or an A, kind of weird, but when I hit S, I'm done. People like Jay from Cub Scouts? Wait, what? Hold on. I have to read that. I have to go back, but hello, Ryan. Oh, mid-game. Oh. No, that I don't get. Because here's the thing with a ranked system, right? It's a reflection of skill. So if you want to just abuse the system to get the rank, it's not gonna A, feel like you earned it, B, you're not going to be able to back up your rank. Like if I'm ever engaging with a ranked system, behind it is the desire to improve at the game in some way, shape, or form. Even if it's like a casual, like the way that I play fighting games, where I'm like, I'm not here to become a professional by any means. I'm not here to become an ultra sweat, but I do want to learn how to play the game in a way that I don't currently understand how to play the game. So I play ranked. Oh, I won! Bastard. Project Wingman is an indie made by one guy and during some... Is it actually one guy? Was it a roguelike deck builder? Shockingly not. I will say, most of the keys that I have been sent are for roguelikes. And look, nothing against indies making roguelikes. I love roguelikes and I love systems design to the point where if I were to put my time into a game, I would actually make a roguelike because I want to. However, right now, a lot of roguelikes are being made in the indie scene because A, they're super popular. They're at their peak of popularity right now. And B, they are a lot easier to make than most other games. Because for a roguelike, you don't need to make like this full 10-hour experience with like unique set pieces at all these different moments and like interactions and all that. No, you make a gameplay loop and you establish a system for that loop to loop and you have a game. Like it takes a lot less time than making like a front to back single player experience. Not to say it takes a lot less effort, because for it to actually be any good, you do have to know what you're doing and be pretty good at programming, designing, like all that sort of stuff to actually make it a game that people will play for more than like a couple runs. But in terms of like time spent, it's a lot easier. So there's definitely like a very strong flooding of the indie scene right now with roguelikes. And I mean, that's why. It's like how indie also is predominantly made up of 2D games. It's because 2D games take so much less time to make than 3D games. There's just way less interaction and way less engineering that has to go on in the back end to make a good 2D game. It's nothing against people who make 2D games. A lot of people just genuinely like 2D games. But a lot of it is like, I'm a one-man team. Like, I only have so much time and effort to put into this. Realistically, if I want to actually complete my game, it's gonna have to be 2D. Right? It's why indie is so dominantly 2D compared to like AAA, where you see probably more 3D than 2D in AAA, right? It's just because AAA has like the time, the budgeting, the funding behind it. Indie doesn't, right? Hold on. I'm going back for this thing. Oh, people like Jay have played every update since launch, and Jay just announced just a few months ago, announced dropping it when all the voice actors left too. Well, yeah, that's just like the drama of the game. Right? Because a few months ago was when like the actual criminal shit about Alex came out. Like it went from questionable behavior to like actual criminal behavior. Do I have various PvP builds or do I mostly just use this one? I mostly use this one. I have a couple others. One of them is so meta that I really don't like to touch it. Oh, I played this guy earlier too. This guy beat me earlier. Oop. Ow, 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 ow. The dagger. I hate it so much. Maybe I should use that. It's lower skill, loops, stagger. Maybe I should use it. Maybe. I'm thinking about it. Pile bunk, high risk, high reward. Dagger, low risk, high reward. Right? Like, I can only get the full charge pile bunk for the one shot every so often. It takes a lot to set up that opportunity and execute it on a consistent basis. Like here, I go for the non-charge, and even then, I didn't get it before the armor came up. He beat me really fast. Ironically, the PS5 version is the best, as it has 6 extra missions and less bugs. Did they just stop supporting like the PC version or something? It's interesting. What is Doomsday Sim? False. I only just caught that. What is Doomsday Sim? I'm saving this as it is right now. Here. Let's pull this guy out of retirement real quick. And let's do... Purely for sake of experiment, we're doing this, right? Purely for sake of just seeing if this is a me problem or if this is a build problem. This is for science, chat. Instead of switching just before. It is part of it. I'm able to get it if I'm just like prepared for it and spaced for it, but I'm not a lot of the time. So maybe I should swap just before. Oh. Okay, laser shotguns? The B rank blues are maybe setting in. This place might not be very fun. And I assume it only gets worse in A rank. Right? Like, there's not a super high chance that it gets better in A rank. Rushing a guy with shotguns is definitely fun. Oh, I was just too slow. The dagger might be better for just the way that I play the game. I do kind of want to make the pile bunker work, because like I know that if I can just get used to it, it will be like the best option. He has terminal. This dude has terminal armor. Yeah, no doubt he does. Oh, false. I just glanced over. You did send me that one. Yeah. Yeah. When you're on a side you wouldn't normally be on. You were able to be on both sides, to be fair. Like, I looked at the game. You were able to play both sides. It's just, you know, the game looked like shit. Let me try it with, yeah, the dagger instead. Oh. I mean, for context, the game, it was a World War II game, and you were able to play as Germany. It's not weird unless you only play as Germany, because like I've played a lot of World War II games. You know what? Almost all of them have moments where you play as Germany. At least the ones that I've played. In one way, shape, or form, they normally have it. Because normally, like, a thing with World War II World War II games is being able to play as like various different nations in various different settings. So it's not that weird that they have it. What's weird is that they market with it so forward. Because like you go to look at it and it is like, and you can play as Germany. It's like, okay. Oh, he has it. Get over here. Ow! I thought I had swapped back to my other weapon. That was a misinput. It was not what I intended. I've had a few of those here and there. I don't think the input queuing works for swapping back off of the melee weapon. This guy has terminal armor, by the way. Hate it so much. Oh no, he has pulse armor. Bro, why would you not use that sooner? What? Look, man, the onus is on you here. That fucking cannon, man. With the desync in this game being so bad, that cannon, it's crazy. The what? Is that what the new laser cannon is called? Oh man, those siege missiles hit pretty hard. Bullshit. It's so weird that he just pops his pulse armor there. Like, he was in a pretty advantageous position. I would have saved that. He's playing well, but he's definitely using his pulse armor in a way that I would not. Like, you could just hold that advantage, and then, like, there you wouldn't have taken 3,600 AP. Right? It's weird to me that he's using it when he is. It cost him the round, genuinely. Oh, a wereaboo is people obsessed with a certain era of Germany. I've never heard that term. But it makes me very happy that there's a term because, like, yeah, there are people out there, certainly. The more you know. Is this a legit term? This isn't made up. Oh yeah, this is a legit term. People who glorify the World War II era German army. Yep. Yeah, that's a legit term. What would the American version be? A libertarian, I guess? I don't know. What do you mean the American version? Do you mean something specific or just someone who is like obsessive about the founding ideals of the US? I'm doing what the guy last round did, because I'm scared of Zimmerman's. Mine isn't as weird. I'm particularly scared of his build. I didn't want him rushing in for a free stagger, that's all. Obsessive over American culture, kind of like a weeboo. Oh, someone who's not from America? Because if you're obsessive about your own culture, then like you just love your own culture, I guess. Maybe no, yeah, that would just be like, I don't really know if there's a term for it. Oh, those Zims are gonna, yeah, shred me. Hold on, I gotta back off a little bit. At least if I want this round to be the last. I can't take another. Yeah, there it is. A patriot? No, a patriot just means that, like, you're proud to be American. Just a nationalist? Not necessarily. I thought about nationalist. I have a friend in Indonesia, and her friends love American culture and kind of treat it. Oh. Westaboo, I guess. Sure. Westaboo for that definitely sounds like it would make sense. I don't know if you just pulled that out of your ass or if that's like a legit term again. Oh my god, that one. The fact that his second swing missed is just pure luck for me. I cannot believe it. Nationalism is different from, like, being obsessed with your own culture. Chick the Nug, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Anything made... That did not come up for Patriot. Oh, Westaboo. Okay, I was like, what? Okay, that. Yeah. Because, like, I don't know. I would call myself patriotic, but I wouldn't say that I'm obsessed with American culture. Like, I like America. If I didn't, I wouldn't live here. I would have left. I choose to be here. There are tears to it. Oh my god, he's not dead. Okay, that was a little scary. I was like, I thought I had won there. Lamenting the future 3 years from now when your chat gets really busy? Why? I read so fast. Glad you choose to be here. It's so red-blooded. Well, I'm being genuine. Like, if I didn't like it, and I wouldn't live here. Canada is culturally about the same as Minnesota. Like, if I didn't want to be in the US, like, I've got a 5-hour drive and a visa to get, and I'm good. But, like, I want to be here. That's why I'm here. What foul language? I'm looking for it. That one? Wait. Oh. Oh. It's the typo. False. That one took a second. That one was hard to see. It's the typo. That's what it is. Because it's the end of a not good word. So the bot watches for it. It's that particular typo. This bot must really hate Nolan. You need to get rid of that. I don't. We got hate rated yesterday, and it saved our asses. It absolutely saved our asses yesterday. Is Jess lurking in the background? She could verify. It was so well controlled. Just get a mod like Light. I have one. I have Jess. Jess was actively here. Jess would not have been able to keep up. There were too many. The bot was able to slow them down as they came in so that she was able to get to them one by one. it was actually kind of beautiful to see it in action on such a large scale. Having only one mod present for it. Like, I didn't even have to stop playing the game, even though Jess was the only mod in chat for it. How was he able to shoot while staggered? What? How did that just happen? Did it not extend the stagger? But we'll see you around, Cyan. Have a good rest of your day. On Twitch, I have a magic button. What magic button? Like slow mode? Safe mode? Oh my god, the desync is gonna kill me. That one actually hit me, to be fair. It's a raid button that puts it sub only, emote only. Yeah, YouTube doesn't have functionality for, actually, do they have sub only? They were subscribing, to be fair. I don't think we have sub only. Hold on. Oh, we do. We have members only too. Oh. What does this mean? Oh, interesting. Twitch sub only requires money. Yeah, we have members only here. I wouldn't probably have done it. I would have at least done sub only if I had even thought of that. A bit more personable. I guess I see that. I don't know that anyone who's here right now was around for Cuphead back when. If you don't know the legend of my Cuphead streams, I mean, Jess, I know Jess is lurking, but she's doing stuff. So she would have been here. But, when we were doing Cuphead streams, I was averaging like over 100 concurrent, and I was keeping up with chat really well. Like, shockingly well. While playing Cuphead, for the record. That was when I was like, oh my god. I didn't even know I had this ability until it just kind of came out naturally. Like, as soon as I needed it, it was just like, here. That's wild. I'm sure that especially if it became like consistently that high, that I would just get more practice with it too. That hit me. ADD powers? It actually is. Like, kind of genuinely. There's upsides and downsides of it. I heard my name. I was talking about Cuphead. I was just saying that, like, people who weren't here for it would probably be shocked at how well I was keeping up with chat during those streams. And, like, getting to everyone's messages for the most part. You know what's great about a chat that large and being able to keep up with it? It is so easy to selectively ignore like weird shit like that, because obviously at that scale you get a good amount of people who are just there like saying weird shit all the time, like shit that's just not the sort of stuff you want to entertain, sort of thing. It was so easy to selectively ignore that. That hurt. Those were busy streams. A little busy. Just read my chat. Streams like this are great. I get time in between matches to read chat. Or rounds where I can glance over, right? Man, B rank is rough. Vientos work. As much as I hate it, like, they do work a lot better. You know, I swapped to Vientos and I'm moving up again. Pain. Anyway, It's about that time, and I'm currently working on... I mean, I'm surprised that I managed to hold it in. I was working all morning on the new video. Members and patrons know what the new video is, like what game it is. But let me just say, what they don't know, what I haven't updated them on yet, and this is info that everyone gets now, I think it's maybe my best review so far. Like, Armored Core, Ace Combat, Metal Gear, like all three of them, I think it's my best review. Including my old videos, like the old Callisto Protocol video that was a really good video, but just it didn't get any attention. But I'm still like, that's one of the best videos I've ever made. It might even be better than those. I genuinely, like, as of where it is right now, assuming the quality stays consistent, I think it's my best video, like, just all up. It's crazy good so far, by my standard. Like, the way that I look at it, I'm like, holy shit, this is a banger. Anyway. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub, come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing Armored Core 100%. We're doing Ace Combat on the hardest difficulty. We just started doing Metal Gear 100%. We're doing Devil May Cry games, all S ranks across all the games. It's all been challenge runs recently, but all very entertaining challenge runs. So feel free to come back for any of it. Also, if you enjoyed and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a like. Helps out a lot with algorithm and stuff, so I'd appreciate it. Thank you if you've done so already. Thank you if you're about to do so. Before you go, speaking of videos, my new video from Monday was Metal Gear 2. If you're not caught up with the Metal Gear reviews in general, or if you just missed that one, in the pinned message, I have the playlist linked for all of the Metal Gear videos, all three of them currently. I think it's about an hour of video in there, roughly speaking. Maybe it's more like 50 minutes. I don't know, but it's somewhere around that. It's a good amount of video, but not too much video. Check that out if that interests you at all. Other than that, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you all back here next time. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.